Greetings and salutations. Castellan Greyhawk here in February 2024. It's a frigid day in upstate New York. Temperature barely 20. Yesterday, temperature reached 50. Tomorrow, scheduled to return up into the 40s. Weird climate is certainly happening. Its number one driver, it's not you. It's not your burning of wood and coal, fossil fuels. One volcano eruption spews more harmful carbons and nasty things into our atmosphere than our burning of fossil fuels since we discovered them. And it does it in one day. Another major driver of our climate is right up there. And our sun, it's a white star, folks. It's not yellow. The only reason it's yellow is our view through the atmosphere of it. It is a white star. And it's undergoing an intense solar cycle, which is common. And some cycles are more extreme than others. This current cycle we're in is coming to a close soon, and they're getting more and more intense. We are long overdue for what is known as a Carrington event. It happened back in the 1800s, I do believe. We had telegrams back then for communication. And that event, a solar eruption, coronal mass ejection from the sun, set fires to the telegraph wires. And anybody using a telegraph at the moment were burned. Now, if that happens in this day and age of our over-reliability in computers and electronics and satellites, this whole planet will be sent back to 1800s or earlier for months. It doesn't matter how much fossil fuels you're burning or how much fossil fuels you stop burning. Nothing's going to change that. The sun is a major driver of our climate. The solar activity can also produce some amazing phenomenon in our atmosphere, not the least of which is the aurora borealis. All kinds of strange things are being recorded around the world in our skies. Very rare phenomenon. A great deal of it is solar activity. However, a fair amount of it is what you would say is a UFO. It doesn't mean alien. It means unidentified flying object. You don't know what it is? It's a UFO. It could be man-made, but you've never seen it. It's a UFO. Aliens exist, absolutely. What does the term alien mean? It means unknown to us. It's alien to us. Underneath that heading, a demon is an alien. And demons are deceivers. The Stalen Greyhawk, freezing his hands off, anxiously awaiting spring. What's out there? What if our eyes can only see 1% of what's actually around us? Maybe digitally, cameras and video can pick things up occasionally. The human eye cannot. Sometimes it's hard to discern. It's very vague. Is cloaking involved? Many accounts of the forest going dead silent. Could this be an effect of the muffling of sound from a portal being opened? Because quite frankly, I don't see why birds and other animals, small animals, would have anything to fear from a dogman or a Bigfoot or a skinwalker or whatever. Those creatures are not after little birds, nor could they catch them. So why would the birds go completely silent? Seems that they'd be screaming. I've seen examples of this myself in nature, especially with crows. Crows are going mad. What's going on? A coyote suddenly comes out. Yeah, they were screaming their ass off because of that coyote. There's not a dog man out there, I think, that could catch a bird. Birds got nothing to fear from these alpha predators. They're looking for a big meal, not a little pigeon. But these are my opinions. You don't have to agree with them. Deeper in the woods now, it's much calmer out of the wind. But my hands are still a little bit cold. Need to find a nice little place to sit down and enjoy a nice pipe. hands are cold. Redneck method. What you do there with them cold hands, you put them right in the pants right up against your privates. You don't do that on YouTube, sir. I think it's time to spark a little dying art form of a tobacco pipe. Why is it dying? Smokers have been thrown into the category of lepers nowadays. We're thrown out from society and outcasts. You gotta smoke outside. Wow, to enjoy a good pipe, need a good half hour, 45 minutes. And, you know, it's frickin' 20 fucking degrees out here. Well, bundle up. Today I'm smoking from a Shire pipe, a church warden style. It was only 40 bucks at a head shop. It's cherry wood. And it's a very smooth smoke. I'll be smoking Captain Black White. I don't care what you say about Captain Black. It's been around a long frickin' time, and I love aromatic tobaccos. And I've smoked this over 40 years, so I love Captain Black and the gold version as well. But hey, all tastes are different. Let's get this char burn done. So good. You get a good char burn, so you got a good smooth, even surface. You get a nice, good, even burn, keeping that pipe lit from start to finish. Such a good smoke. And this will warm my hands up. Just need a couple Hobbits. Sit with me, Hobbits. Smoke some long bottom. Lord of the Rings has made the church warden popular again. Back in the day, royalty and high society types smoked these longer pipes. We used to call them an Elizabethan, after Queen Elizabeth, I do believe. Also church warden, because back when the day when the clergy was allowed to smoke, the church warden, who was in charge of maintenance in the grounds and security of the church, would smoke one of these pipes, so the smoke wasn't in his face. I tell you, long stem provides a nice, cool smoke. This Captain Black can give tongue bite. Burn your tongue a little bit with a short stem. And this eliminates the tongue bite. Like any smoker, eventually your mouth and shit becomes immune to that, you know. Get tongue bite, but no smoke, no form of smoking, whether it's vaping or not, is good for you. But the Indians gave us this. And I do have a huge amount of respect for their traditions and that culture. Very wise people. Yes, some were savages, but white men are savage too. look at people based on skin color. If you base an opinion on a person because of skin color, you are a racist. That's the definition of it. Instead of children under God, you put in a little category. Oh no, you're white, you're privileged, and this is black, and this is Hispanic, and this is... We can respect each other's cultures and acknowledge our authenticity, but don't judge a person on that. And if you do, you're a racist. That's what our mainstream media does, and those in power, because they divide and conquer. Approaching the breaking point. How much more strong, patriot, freedom-loving Americans going to take? We're starting to rise up. We'll secure our borders if we have to. Without borders, you have no country. You have no sovereignty. I'm all for immigration. Legal immigration. Oh, but it takes so long. Yes, we have to know who's coming into our home, their record, whether they intend to do harm. Do they have anything to benefit our society? Yes, that's right. Did I offend you? I'm sorry. Lots of activity with the squirrels around. Any little tree sounds you hear are probably them. But most of my strange stuff I've encountered and captured on video has been in these woods. These woods are old. It's about an acre. And it's all that's left of a very ancient wood here. Real close to Cayuga Lake, one of the Finger Lakes in upstate New York. 5 minutes from Cornell University. Warming up my hands nicely with this Captain Black. Packing a pipe correctly is an art form. My dad taught me it when I was in my high teens. He was a pipe smoker, and I always loved the smell. I grew up on a trailer, number 6 of 6 kids, the youngest. As the family grew, my dad built on bedrooms to this trailer, so by the time all the kids were born, we had 3 add-ons to this trailer. Each with a wood stove in it. So I grew up burning wood. Both parents were heavy cigarette smokers, and the occasional pipe for my dad. And in the wintertime, really cold in upstate New York, you put plastic over the windows if they're really leaky. And we did that, So I grew up with third-hand smoke everywhere. I'm cancer-free, 53 years old. All my brothers and sisters are still alive except one, which died of throat cancer. She was a smoker, but she also had extreme acid reflux. The acid comes up the esophagus, causing all kinds of scarring and everything else. I'm quite sure that's what caused her to develop the throat cancer. But again, smoking is not good for you. I'm not going to say it is. Pipe smokers who don't smoke cigarettes, they get their nicotine and absorb it through their mouth because the pipe is not inhaled. Tobacco is not meant to be inhaled. It's meant to be tasted. So enjoyable, but you gotta have time to enjoy it. And you can't smoke indoors unless you own a house and it's yours. And then if you do that, it's gonna decrease your resale value when you go to resell it. It's been a while since Swiss did any videos. I apologize for that, but this channel is just a hobby. You know, I'm not monetized. I don't ask you to subscribe or hit that like button or notification bell or share the video. Whether the video gets 2 views or 330,000 like the dog man, it really makes a little difference to me. I'm not profiting of it, and I don't care to. I'm not making shit up. You can believe it or not. You take it with a grain of salt. It has no effect on it. When you be cruel in the comments, I do respond to that. Some of you get deleted. Quit doing mess. Okay, comment deleted. Thank you very much. Only drugs this man does is nicotine, caffeine, marijuana, and occasionally magic mushrooms. Very occasionally. And they're not heroic doses or anything. They're just a good couple grams to have a good time with. That's becoming more and more available and certainly decriminalized as well, and that's a good thing. Anybody who wants to do psychedelics should be allowed to do psychedelics. You know what? You want to know what a near-death experience is like? DMT. Research it. When they smoke that, they're gone for 10 minutes, and they're basically getting a near-death experience without dying. Their body's fine, except the entire experience. Described being rocketed out of their body into the center of existence, everything, and meeting entities there, most of which are happy you made it. So good to see you. Why do I think it's a near-death experience they're getting? Laboratory tests with rats have shown DMT levels in their brain because their body produces it. DMT levels in the brain going up 600% when killed, when the rats were killed, when death was induced. Near-death experience is a DMT trip in your brain. Am I insinuating there's nothing after death? No, of course not. The energy of our souls cannot be extinguished. Who we are, what we are, cannot be extinguished. Well, what a good pipe. Again, these are all my opinions. Much more comfortable down here. And this nice Shire pipe Jordan is worked my hands up. Bright sunny day, but you cannot feel the sun. Delish. So peaceful. Vehicle, I'm right next door to Kendall at Ithaca Retirement Home. Huge complex. Used to be woods just like this a decade ago. All destroyed for progress. Quiet now, some birds. Surrounding sounds of Ithaca. Haven't seen a squirrel in the past 10 minutes or heard him. Till I say something.
Hi, buddy.
I love nature, especially the birds. I feel a kinship with them. Even the crows, I like the crows. Very intelligent. Ravens. Send word to King's Landing. Send 40 ravens, make sure it gets there. The Game of Thrones. Needed a proper ending. I was disappointed, as I know many of you were. Dragon Queen gets the curse of throne, turns wicked. Another Kingslayer is produced. Queenslayer in this case. I am the unburnt. Not no more. Pardon me. Well, this video is going to take a while to upload. Suppose I ought to think about wrapping it up. Pipe's coming to an end too. Packed here about half full. So I knew it was going to be cold. Plane is at the airport 2 miles away. wish you the best, guys. Take care of yourselves and your families. Be good to one another. Kind to strangers. Treat people how you want to be treated. Try to have some empathy. Put yourself in their shoes when it's required. Look at the big picture. We'll see you more 2024. Was I being watched and listened to? We may never know. Good burning, lads. Peace to ye.